kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from it, it absolutely occurred.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out. And at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. This pass finds its way to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Herbert. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Go. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Moment to try. Ready.
Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But he proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
They complete it to Hill.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here for Davis. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
5-9.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Crowd right.
Herbert going to change the play here. And now an audible here into something else. Herbert on first down now. Give him another one right back to Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's caught right side by Palmer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 his throws taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. They juked him. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On play action, here's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 47 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Taking it right down Broadway. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now Tua.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one left side caught by Berrios.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Berrios.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And again, it's Tagovailoa.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Tua going to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams running through their final adjustments before they head back out of the tunnel. And for the call of the second half, let's go back to SoFi Stadium and Brandon Gott.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
59. Set.
Herbert now. His throw incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, Kaplan. Hey, Ray. What is it?
Herbert throwing again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On first down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 112 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Eckler again. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Baylor Tigers. 21.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. Looking to pass, Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
Taking it in from the 20.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. They find some open field here.
And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Phillips looking like he may be a long-term centerpiece of the Miami defense. Put up 7 sacks last season. The Fins, they're hoping he can become a game record here in year 3.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, go Lions. Hey, go forward. Go. Crowd right. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6 coming up. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here now, 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. A quick slant to Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Throwing Tua. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That'll be caught by Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A big play here, 3rd and 2. Now Tua. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tua. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Tua. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And they will take a knee here.
Run! Ready!
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.